My name is Professor Daniel Duah, and I'm the Dean of International Programs at Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. The year 2002, I traveled to the United Kingdom for academic work and life. I stayed in total for 4 years. I lived in Milton Keynes in Buckinghamshire, and then I was studying in London, Greenwich University. So whilst there, after completing that, I actually also started teaching at Banfield College, where I was a tutor in building studies in Bedfordshire. So I did that for a while, and then eventually I made the decision with my family to come back to Ghana to start teaching here at KNUST as a lecturer in the Department of Architecture. It was easy to make the decision to come to KNUST primarily because at the time it's only KNUST that offers the architecture program. So it was easy to make the decision to come here. And also, since I had studied here, I knew the terrain quite well, and I thought that it would be important to come back in order to make a good impact, looking at the issues that we saw whilst we were students and our experiences outside and how we could bring that to bear in Ghana. So that was easy for me to make that decision. KNUST, as a leading science and technology university, has obviously put in place a number of structures to make sure that our graduates fit in anywhere in the world. To start off with, our staff are very well versed and technically competent and are able to hold their own anywhere in the world. A number of them trained outside and they are here, plus those who trained locally also always partner. And my role here as Dean of International Programs also helps to facilitate exchange and collaborations between our university and our various partners. For example, in the next couple of days, I'll be traveling with the Vice Chancellor and a top delegation from KNUST to our partners in Frankfurt University of Applied Sciences and then also Technical University of Munich to see how best we can enhance our collaboration. We also organize exposure and exchange to our students. So our students travel also across the world, sometimes for a week, sometimes for a semester, for years, and they interact very well. We have research collaborations with our various institutions across the world. Another area too that we look out for is to make sure that our programs are accredited not only nationally but internationally. So for the program in architecture, as an example, we are accredited also by the Commonwealth Association of Architects, and we are one of 4 universities in Africa who are. So once you complete the program here, you can easily transition into any of the Commonwealth Association of Architects accredited universities across the world. So our international student numbers lately has not been quite impressive, obviously because of COVID. In the past 2 or 3 years, everybody has tried, and the world over has suffered these numbers. There's a platform that all universities are on for international offices, and we can tell everywhere across the world, in the US, in the UK, the numbers have dropped drastically. Currently, there are about 800 international students on KNUST campus from about 23 different nationalities. Last week, the Vice Chancellor organized an Aquaba night event, which is a welcome event for all international first-year students and also our international exchange students. This year, they are coming from Germany, from the United Kingdom, and also from France. And then we have a lot of persons coming from different countries across Africa. South Sudan, Uganda, Nigeria, Cameroon, Sierra Leone, Liberia, and the like. So these are the numbers that we have now, and it is our intention to grow these more. And so I take this opportunity to announce to the world and also to Africa that KNUST is open. It's a fantastic place to be. Student population of nearing 100,000. It's a complete city, very green, world-class facilities here. Come study here and make an impact. Yeah, we have a number of collaborations, not only in Europe and Americas, but also in Africa. And actually, we are trying to help set up and bring other sister universities up. So for example, we are working with one university in La Côte d'Ivoire in Abidjan, so that we can mount some of our programs there and also do exchange to help them. A couple of weeks ago, one of our colleagues was in the University of Benin, where we were sharing our experiences of how KNUST has been able to do that. So Dr. Ralph Nyedu Ado was there with a team from KNUST, and they were sharing these experiences. The Open University of Nigeria, for example, wants us to partner with them, and we are signing the documentation so that we help them in that regard. So we are quite well situated. This morning I signed a fellowship for one of our colleagues, Dr. Tutu Chow, to go to the University of Pretoria, where he has won a scholarship in South Africa, a fellowship actually. So we actually do explore not only the African continent, but everywhere else. All right, so in terms of funding, Erasmus Plus has been one of our biggest, and more active source of revenue mobilization, and this is coming from the European Union, and it's important that they have a global South and North partnership. So the big deadline earlier on in February meant that we're super busy here trying to get all our various collaborators from France, from Germany, from across Europe, so that we could have these exchanges going. This morning I signed one with the university, Hungarian University of Agriculture and Life Sciences. And so Erasmus Plus is one of the areas. And then because we are big and we have quite a number of collaborations with other institutions, we also partner to write research proposals, and more often than not, we are quite successful on that. And so we have quite a number of projects also going from different funding agencies. Going forward, COVID brought a bit of a dip in that, but going forward now the world is opened, and I said earlier on, we are going to Germany to try and kickstart a number of these activities to ensure that we give these opportunities to our staff and also our students. Yeah, typically we have persons, it depends on the research area. So based on the research focus, KNUST, for example, has 6 colleges from engineering, art and built environment, agriculture and natural resources, humanities and social sciences, health sciences. All the 6 colleges are represented, and so we typically would like to partner to conduct these cutting-edge research. And then another area that is of interest to us has to do with the equipment and technology. Sometimes it's quite expensive to have here in Africa, and so we are always happy and looking out for such opportunities for our partners and collaborators to help us with equipment and technology to help us in this kind of research. Yeah, I think that the Africans in the diaspora have a major role to play in our development. And the thing about it is that because they have been here and they are in the diaspora, they typically understand both worlds. And when you go to the diaspora, you find that a lot of the Africans are doing very well, whether in academia or in business or in the sciences, you name them. And so I think it's important that we recognize the critical role that they can play. So for me, I believe that it's very important that they come back and help in whatever way that they can. And one of the easy ways or key areas where they can make an impact for me is in higher education. Because when it comes to KNUST, for example, easily we have a group of about 100,000 students who are yearning to learn and to know more things across the world. And so this is a good opportunity and a fertile ground for Africans in the diaspora to come back and to help build this. The universities have improved much better than what I used to see it, and that's a testament to the various leadership that we have had in our universities from the 2000s up until now. So there are a myriad of opportunities for them to come back home and make a very impactful statement here in Ghana. I mean, if you are a professor or a PhD holder in the US, yes, that's good, but there are probably about 1 million others. Why not come back home here and make an impact where people can feel that? And for me, it has been, once I finished my PhD, for example, there were quite a number of offers for me to stay, but I owed it responsibility and a duty to come back home. And now I feel that I have been vindicated coming back home with everything that we have been able to do here. And there's more opportunity for us to do that. And so I'm very happy even to be in this role, which I started only in January. And I see it as a good opportunity and a testament to coming back and then having that opportunity to actually do something for your country. Okay, so for those who actually want to come back home, first thing I think would be for you to learn more. The universities are always opened. The International Program Office is open for all kinds of inquiries. You can email the dean at dean.ipo@knust.edu.gh or send a general mail to ipo@knust.edu.gh. Make inquiries, find out a bit more. You could also actually start by collaborating with partners here on a research project that actually means that you're able to come and then gradually you can ease in. It might seem daunting, but I think that is definitely the best decision that you can make. And so do that, make that, call friends, find out more from the university. KNUST is opened and we are always looking for avenues and opportunities to bring world-class colleagues like you from the diaspora to be here. I see a bright outlook for the academics or higher education in Africa. When you look at the data, Africa is highly urbanizing, and then Africa also has a very huge youthful population. And so there are different kinds of skill sets and ideas and technology that is building up in Africa. And for me, Africa is the next big thing, and how best to have this evolve than to have Africans in the diaspora coming over, and then we make a statement and a name that we are able to do this. Together we can build, come back home, let's build and make Africa and the world a better place.